What's up, my horse lovers? It's the Horse Reactor here, and I am back for another reaction. And this time we are checking out some from, I don't know how to say the channel name, well, I'll spell it. It's from, the video we are taking a look at is from ADRWZ. Don't know how to say it, so that's why I spelled it. And this one is 138th Kentucky Derby 2012. I've never did a reaction to it, well, except for that one time when it was Ride the Derby winner. But that doesn't count. This is like the NBC Sports version of the race. So, it's going to be a long one. I don't know how long this video will be, but apparently this video is about 22 minutes and 28 seconds long. Yeah, literally that long. Because they're doing like some coverage before the race, then they're showing the race, and then after the race. So, anyway, I would say, since it's that long, let's get to it. In 3, 2, 1, play. All right.
As the running of the Kentucky Derby approaches, there you see Anthony Davis. He's the one not wearing a sport coat or a tie. He's the one in short sleeves.
Oh, he's the one in the blue.
Roses. He and his teammates from the NCAA champion Kentucky Wildcats are here. They'll be part of the presentation.
Will they?
One group of champions, Tom, will soon crown another. The 138th run for the Roses is upcoming. Let's go back to Tom.
Okay.
All right, Bob, and Union Rags continues.
I had Union Rags. He was my Derby pick, along with Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah, Hansen became very perturbed. He actually broke post-parade. He's sweating so much with his white skin. He almost looks pink on his chest right now.
Does he?
Because he was so hot.
And something I noticed throughout the afternoon, there have been 7.
Hansen's at 14-1, and he is in post 14.
We've had a wire-to-wire winner. We've had come-from-behinders. The inside might be just a little bit deeper, but all in all, it's a very fair racing service.
And Union Rags is a horse that sweats a lot. He's a sweater. So
So what? Every horse sweats.
On a hot day,
burning calories.
Sweating, and that's a normal course of events for him.
Is it?
Bodemeister, for the least experienced horse in the race, when he walked on the track, they were playing My Old Kentucky Home. He handled himself like the old veteran. Like he had heard this before. So a good sign what I'm seeing here. Either that or Bats. We'll tell you after the race if it was a good sign or not.
Yeah.
And let's get Donna's observations out on horseback.
All right, they're going in.
They're hot. They're all hot, and so they should be. It's very, very warm out here today. But Gary made a good observation. Hansen's not only hot, he's aggravated.
Is he?
When he ran in the Gotham Stakes and won, he was very mild-mannered in the post-parade, which wasn't like him. And then we saw him last time out in the Bluegrass Stakes get wound up. He finished second. He still ran well, but didn't run his best. I don't think we're going to see his best from him today. Plus,
Probably
we
not.
have Trini Bird breaking from that number 9 post position. We know he's going to be in front with Willie Martinez up. Hansen's got a lot of new things he has to face.
All right, they're going in.
All right, as they load into the gate, let's give you a last look at the odds.
Okay. One of them was backed out.
For Union Rags is 9-2. Bodemeister now 5-1, so very close. Hansen 14-1. Gemologist 8-1.
Okay.
As they continue to load into the starting gate. 20 horses, which means an auxiliary starting.
Not anymore these days.
And Michael Matz, who won the Derby in 2006 with Barbaro, watches his colt Union Rags being led into the gate. The owner, Phyllis Wyeth, who had the dream, had to have the horse back. She paid nearly 3 times what she sold him for initially to get him.
Then why'd you sell him 3 times?
Bob Beffer, we talked to
if you were just going to buy him back.
He has 2 horses, Liaison on the outside, and Bodemeister, named for his 7-year-old son.
Okay.
Dr. Kendall Hansen, the owner of Hansen.
It's obvious.
The white horse. As they load into the gate, Larry Colmus with the...
All right, Larry, do your thing.
All in line and ready for the start.
Go.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby. And as expected, Trini Berg had a great start. Gemologist is also out quickly. Hansen is in between horses, and Bodemeister is down on the inside. And now Bodemeister's ahead of Trini Berg. Bodemeister and Trinidberg will lead that charge to the first turn at Churchill Downs. Daddy Longlegs, Hansen. Oh, Hansen's hard to control early. Gemologist is fifth on the outside. I'll Have Another is next. And Calvin Burrell is right on the rail with Take Charge Indy as they move into the turn. And then it's Daddy Knows Best on the far outside. Liaison, Creative Cause, Optimizer along the rail. Between those two is Dullahan. And then it's Alpha, followed by Saber Cat. Rousing Sermon to the inside. Perspective went the day well. Union Rags is third last early. He is 18th onto the backstretch ahead of Done Talking and the trailer El Padrino. 45-1. Oh, they're flying up the backstretch. And Bodemeister's in front. He's on front by a length and a half. Trinidberg on the outside is second by another 2 lengths. Hansen is in third. Take Charge Indy gets that rail trip in fourth as they head for the turn. He's 5 lengths off the lead. Gemologist is next. Then I'll Have Another. Liaison is on the outside. Union Rags is down at the rail. He's in traffic. Union Rags in a lot of trouble on the far turn. He's boxed in. Bodemeister on the lead as they round the far turn. Trinidberg is second. Hansen is third. I'll Have Another. Creative Cause moves up on the far outside. But it's Bodemeister at the top of the stretch. And Bodemeister's got a 5-length lead. I'll Have Another on the outside. Now has moved into second. And then down toward the outside, Creative Cause. Bodemeister holding on to the lead. I'll Have Another on the outside is closing in. I'll Have Another colors Bodemeister. Dullahan on the far outside. Here's the wire. I'll Have Another has won the Kentucky Derby. And then it was Bodemeister, Dullahan, and went the day well.
Sorry I wasn't talking throughout the whole race, but I wanted to hear Larry Collmus call the race. I know I usually don't do that, but I just thought I would just do that for the sake of it. So I'll Have Another's final time was 2 minutes 1.83. Wow. That's probably way off the Derby record set by Secretariat in 1973. And that is true. Well, both facts are true. That I'll Have Another was the first horse to win from post 19, and Secretariat set the fastest Kentucky Derby record. Well, for all 3 Triple Crown races, actually. He holds the record for, well, not I'll Have Another, but Secretariat does.
All week long, probably more than any other question. What about Mario Gutierrez in his first Derby win? Will he freeze up? This kid's got ice water running through his veins.
Does he?
He hasn't made any mistakes since the Santa Anita Derby, before the Santa Anita Derby, in the San Felipe Stakes, and another great ride today.
Oh, yeah.
What a job.
Great ride then.
Next to the far outside post.
I know I'm reacting to this race years later, but hey, better late than never. I wasn't doing YouTube back in 2012.
Enough speed to be a stalker. He came from pretty far back in the pack.
Yes, he did.
And Donna is next to Mario.
I am next to Mario, and I can tell he's already overtaken with emotion. Mario, you're just came off a Santa Anita win with this horse. Your first Kentucky Derby, you get the win. How special is this?
I don't know what to say.
Well,
Thanks to
duh,
Mr.
you're
Redon
speechless.
for the first time he saw me in Santa Anita and gave me the opportunity to ride this horse. This amazing horse. So thanks to him, Doug O'Neill, all his connections, the grooms, everything. Everybody do such a great job with him. My family in Mexico, I know they were cheering for me. I know they were pushing me. I know that's what I got.
Sorry, I had an inch.
My beautiful second family for my Vancouver. I know Hastings was pushing me. I know they
Was everybody pushing you?
So you feel like people in Mexico were rooting for you, people in Hastings, Canada were rooting for you. You just felt like you had support from all over the world.
I know they had.
Probably did.
Since I made this course, all my family in Mexico, friends, Vancouver is being so supportive. They keep sharing for me, emails and everything. Doug O'Neill, his connections, Mr. Redon, Mrs. Redon.
Mario, you thanked everybody but the horse. What an amazing
Yeah, the
race
horse
you
did the
won
most
today.
of it. He
He's
ran
an
the
amazing
race.
horse. I'm sorry, but he's just an amazing. I keep telling everybody since the first time I met him, I knew he was the one. I knew he was good. All the criticisms, they didn't believe he could have made it this far. I said in an interview, even if they got me to pick for the whole rest of the film, I would stay with him 100%, no doubt about it.
Thank you, Mario. Well done.
Yeah, well done,
As
dude.
you can tell, I think that this is a special victory for
And
Tom.
a few years later, he returned with the same connections with Nyquist.
Mexican native, was riding in the small-time circuit up in Canada, just 25 years old. Went to Southern California. J. Paul Redham, the owner of I'll Have Another, watched him run, said to Doug O'Neill, let's try this young rider. Well, he has made some personal history here.
Oh, yeah.
His first Grade 1 win, that's the highest class of racing in America, was the Santa Anita Derby. He follows that up with a win in the biggest race in the country. I'll Have Another. After Bodemeister had set the 5 fastest splits in Derby history.
Really?
Yeah, that was the key. The draw here, because
Okay, I'll Have Another went wide on the turn.
stay away
Bodemeister
from
cut
fast
the
pace out
cut
there.
the
He
corner.
didn't get the horse involved. That's the beauty of this horse. He is quick from the starting gate, and Mario is allows him to drop back and make this run.
Yep.
And it's a resolute run from the head of the stretch. You can see Bodemeister getting wobbly-legged, getting a little bit tired right now. And
All of them were pretty tired.
see, I'll Have Another just getting his best stride, Randy.
And I know there is surprise in a lot of people's eyes that Bodemeister went out there head-to-head with Triniberg, the sprinter, in the front end through those fast tractions. We were wondering what the tactics were going to be for Bodemeister, but they went right for the jugular, and what a good race Bodemeister ran in defeat to hang on like he did.
So what? He got second.
Doug O'Neill, the trainer of I'll Have Another. Let's listen to his reaction.
Yeah. Let's listen to hear his reaction and my reaction. Well, can't really hear it.
So Doug O'Neill with his first Derby victory. His brother Dennis picks out most of these horses and did with I'll Have Another, picked him out at the sales.
What sale?
So an unlikely team. Dennis O'Neill, Doug O'Neill, Mario Gutierrez winning it for J. Paul Redham. I'll Have Another. And he might not be a cookie this time. It might be something stronger.
Well, Tom, when Mario Gutierrez came to the barn to get on I'll Have Another for the very first time earlier this year, he rode him in a workout. He got off the horse. He told his agent, boy, I like this horse. And the agent looked at him and said, oh, kid, you'll never be able to ride I'll Have Another. They'll never let you on this one.
And look at him now. I mean, like, his agent never told, his agent told him that he'll never ride him, and look what he did.
Mario Gutierrez wanted to go back to Hastings Park. He was homesick. They had to convince him he was staying, that he was going to ride a Derby contender.
And 1-on-1.
I'll Have Another brought his good luck charm to Churchill Downs, Tom. Lava Man.
Lava Man.
It made over $5 million in his racing career. He was one of the most popular horses in America 4 or 5 years ago. They decided to turn him into a pony to accompany I'll Have Another to the starting gate. For the first time, they did it at the Santa Anita Derby. Lava Man was all wound up.
Lava Man probably thought he was racing.
I'll Have Another won, and so
And
they
Churchill.
sent Lava Man along with I'll Have Another to Churchill Downs. You saw in the post parade, Lava Man, the pony, had to have a pony. He thought he was racing.
Lava Man, Hall of Fame horse, as Randy said.
Yeah, except now he's retired from being a racehorse and a lead pony.
And now finding a second career as a lead pony to accompany the thoroughbreds to the post. Let's go to Bob Newmeyer.
Bob, is it possible to be prouder of a horse?
One Bob talking to another Bob.
Some of your victories, given the hellacious splits that Bodemeister put up today.
Well, you know, the way he ran today, I don't have any complaints. I mean, you know, other than not winning it, usually run.
Dude, your hair blends in with the background.
But he ran. I mean, he showed what a brilliant horse he is, and the winners, Paul Redham, Doug O'Neill, you know, they deserve it. You know, Paul Redham, he's a great owner for the game, and I'm just really proud of the way he ran. I mean, he showed up today. I told Mike Smith, if he breaks well and he feels like running, you can win it. So, and you know, he did. He just came up a little tired after those splits, but you know what? That's the way he wanted to run, and I think it went well.
All right, Bob.
Thank you.
Bob Baffert, second in the race. Here's Ken Rice.
All right, Doug O'Neill, the first Kentucky Derby victory. You came in here with a horse that had only run 3 times now since September. What did you see in him when he was a 43-1 shot back to the first of this year?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, that race really surprised me. And
I bet it surprised everybody.
Zilla Redham wanted to try that spot out to see if we had a Derby candidate, and I'm so glad they did. And then he came back and repeated in Santa Anita Derby, and just Southern California, baby. This is beautiful, but Southern California is beautiful too.
Well, you saw something in him a long time ago. Like we talked about earlier, he was modestly priced.
Yeah.
not everyone was interested in I'll Have Another.
Same with
What did
American
you see in the
Pharaoh.
growth of him coming up from Santa Anita's victory till now.
Well, we buy a lot of horses that we see growth in that never turn out. So you just never know. You do the right things, and sometimes injuries happen, and sometimes just don't get lucky. But this colt, he had a little shin issue after a Saratoga race. Stopped on him. The Redham said, give him all the time in the world. We did, and he came back, and he's 3 for 3 this year. And Maryland, here we come, baby.
And what were you thinking when they come down the stretch in a terrific run by Bodemeister? You're trying to catch him.
Oh, I know. I was like, God, is that Mario Gutierrez or Calvin Burrell? I mean, we had the man. He was just so confident, just rode such a brilliant race. And this is my son, Daniel. Daniel, what are we getting now?
A hot tub!
I promise we get him a hot tub. Yeah, so he's all fired up about that.
I bet.
Yeah, you always need hot tubs in warm Southern California. We don't get into that. Everyone does, yeah.
I'm thinking exactly hot tub right now in this weather, sweating down here.
Thank you, son. It's incredible, and I just, man, I can't explain how excited I am, and I'm just so jazzed, and the Redhams are awesome, their whole team, Jamie McCollum, Eddie Freeman, the whole clan, we're so pumped.
I bet.
Doug, congratulations. See you in Maryland.
Yeah, here we go.
I'll have another. I say they'll have another and another and another tonight, Tom.
I think so.
You think?
Colt by
Sorry,
Flower
just my
Alley from
back's
Arches
itching a little
County,
bit.
by Arch, Reading, Kentucky by Harvey Clark. I'll have another. He went from 43-1 winning the Robert Lewis to a nose victory at the Santa Anita Derby. And
What were his odds in the Santa Anita Derby?
his name
I gotta look that up.
as does
'Cause I never watched the Santa Anita Derby until like 2015.
Stay tuned now for the full race replay, sponsored by Pacific Life.
What if I don't want to? I'm just joking.
The 138th running of the Kentucky Derby, presented by Yum Brands, is brought to you by Ram Trucks.
Guts, Glory, Ram.
By Pacific Life. Choose Pacific Life, the power to help you succeed. By
Succeed
Stella
for what?
Artois, she is a thing of beauty. And by Yum Brands,
Obviously.
the proud presenting sponsor of the 138th Kentucky Derby.
For more coverage of this 138th Kentucky Derby, head back over to the all-new NBC Sports Network.
No thanks.
For the Derby post-race show. Doug O'Neill is based in Southern California. He used to train in the mornings and work for the phone company after hours, laying phone lines, celebrating his biggest moment in the thoroughbred world, a victory in the Kentucky Derby.
Yep.
As California trainers run 1-2, Bob Baffert watching with his wife Jill, his 7-year-old son Bodie, for whom Bodemeister was named record of 5th fastest fractions in Derby history, but unable to hold on as I'll Have Another charges to victory. It was a wild scene after the Santa Anita Derby with a couple of hundred in the winner's circle. Looks a little more sedate now as we join Bob Costas.
Well, Tom, it still is a very large group gathered here at the cupola, which includes Bill Carstangen, who is the president of Churchill Downs Incorporated and the First Lady and Governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Pardon me, Mrs. Bashir, while I step in front here and speak with the governor, Steve Bashir, who will make the presentation to the winning owner, J. Paul Reddam.
You know, Kentucky is proud to be the horse capital of the world.
Oh, yeah.
We're proud to be the home of the 2012 men's basketball champion Kentucky Wildcats. And today we're proud to have hosted the best 2 minutes in horse racing and won by a Kentucky bred I'll Have Another.
He was a Kentucky bred?
Kentucky these days.
Things are great in Kentucky and just getting better.
I wonder where he was bred in Kentucky.
DePaul,
Like, I wonder where he was born.
Reddam, congratulations. What a great race.
Thank you.
As a former philosophy professor at USC, which of the great philosophers summed up a day like this best?
Ludwig Wittgenstein, when he said that after all philosophical problems are solved, nothing of importance will have been accomplished. So we got into horse racing.
Really?
I guess that sums it up. An additional reaction?
You know, it was just, I was just kind of numb through the whole race and blinked my eyes and it was over. And this team has just been terrific. Doug, Dennis, Mario. We couldn't be in finer hands, and we're just so happy for everybody.
You should be happy.
Who also works behind the scenes in the O'Neill operation. What a great crew he has, so we thank them.
Well, let's hear from trainer and jockey both as we head over to Lafitte Pinkai III.
Yeah, Bob, here with two of the happiest gentlemen on the planet. Doug O'Neill, winning trainer, Mario Gutierrez. Mario, How are you able to administer such a clutch ride your first try in the Derby?
Yeah.
Well, it's all about the horse. He's such a professional trainer. It wasn't that about it. He was going to give me 100%, like I keep saying. He's so professional for his age. So I just focus and I try to prepare to be the same as him. And it was easy. Like he's a pretty cool horse. He kind of just pulled me all the way to the wire.
Doug, on the walkover, you said you were a C student. Not bad for a C student.
What do you mean by that?
Winning trainer.
Unbelievable.
A C student.
And I got some good friends here too. My man Josh, who fought for our country here, the Marine. He's a man. He's here. And a good friend I just met here a few days ago, a girl named Hope. She's with us, and just got to thank the Redhams, my beautiful wife Lynette. I'll be here all day if I start thanking people, but it's just an incredible feeling.
What's going through your mind when Doulahan unleashes that wicked late kick coming at you very late?
Where's the wire? I can't swear. I would swear.
You better not swear.
Yeah, Mario looked like Calvin Burrell coming down the stretch there, and he was just so confident. And from Mexico to Hastings to Kentucky Derby, pretty sweet.
At what point did you know I'll Have Another had brought his A game and he had a legit shot to win this Derby?
You know, in the paddock, it's so hot today, and he was on his toes, but
Yep.
he never sweated up at all, and we're all just. We got more confident as we watched him in the paddock.
You better have.
He's just such a mature colt, and you know, at that point, I had such a good feeling because he's trained so good.
Oh, yeah.
His 2 races this year have been so incredible. So
Wait, what do you mean 2 races in 2012?
Congratulations,
I thought he was
gentlemen.
3
We'll
for
see you in
3 that
Baltimore.
year.
Let's go back to Bob Costas.
All right, Lafitte, we've been saying all day leading up to this 138th running of the Kentucky Derby that it was a very deep field. That
Well, duh, it's
half
20
the field
horses.
had a legitimate shot, not a long shot, but a legitimate shot. I'll Have Another was in that group at 15-1, and he wins the Run for the Roses. First time win for the owner, first time win for the trainer, for Mario Gutierrez, first Derby win and his first ever Derby mount. I'll Have Another. Can he live up to his name?
No, he
First
didn't.
test comes in 2 weeks at the Preakness. Tom?
He kind of did live up to his name, but then he got scratched from the Belmont Stakes.
Enjoy the moment.
It's so nice to see Paul Redham win the Derby, but now we look at it analytically. 1.25 miles, 201.83, not exceptionally fast for this racetrack surface. I was especially impressed with Bodemeister to hang on as well as he did running on the inside part of the racetrack, which probably wasn't the best place to be.
Nope,
A couple of
that really
horses,
wasn't.
Calvin Burrell's horse, Take Charge Indy, and Daddy Longlegs were last and next to last, having run on the rail. I think Bodemeister will be the favorite when we get to Pimlico for the Preakness without Trinnyberg to have to deal with, and I think he'll be the horse to beat.
Well,
And he was the horse to beat because he came in second again.
Have another. He's going to have the fans
in the
behind
Preakness.
him. He's only lost 2 times. Those were both last year after traveling cross country. He hasn't been beat since then. He thinks he's unbeatable, and he's got the right style. This horse has got speed. He should be able to handle everything. We already know he handles the big crowds. It's going to be interesting to see what we have. Let's hope that they both aren't too tired from today's efforts, and we get to see a rematch in a couple of weeks.
And I'll Have Another also goes into the Preakness fresh.
Yeah.
With
Does
only
he?
races in February and April, and now the Kentucky Derby.
Neither horse
this year.
has been raced much at all, so they should have plenty left in the tank as they head over to Baltimore. And of course, I was struck by Mario Gutierrez. What a story for him.
Yep.
From the minor league, so to speak, to the big time.
What do you mean minor leagues? This is horse racing, not
and becoming
baseball.
the first rookie Derby rider to win since Stuart Elliott back in 2004.
On Smarty Jones.
So don't forget, for more Derby coverage, head over to the NBC Sports Network for our post-race show. And coming up next, except on the West Coast, it's your local news.
No thanks,
And
not watching
tonight
it.
At 11:30, 10:30 Central, it's an all-new Saturday Night Live with host Eli
Yeah,
Manning.
I'm not
Musical
watching that
guest
either.
Rihanna. So Bodemeister, in only his 5th career start, sets fast early fractions, but tires in the stretch, and I'll Have Another comes
charging to win. So, anyway, that was the 138th Kentucky Derby 2012. And this video has gone on for a long time, so I'm just going to make this a little short. Great race and great competition. So anyway, this video has gone on way too long, so that's going to be it for this reaction. So please leave a like down below. Most importantly, copy the name of the video I reacted to and search it up in the search bar so you guys can see the video for yourself without having me talk over it. And click over here to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later. Peace.